Hi Queen, my name is Sabrina Joy and I'm back with another video. My last video I talked about how to start your wig business. This video I want to focus on how to market your wig business. So the form of marketing that I like to use is content marketing. I know it's hard when you're starting out, trying to find influencers, coming up with money for influencers, coming up with money for inventory. It seems like a lot. So the easiest way or the cost-effective way is to use what you have. You're already paying for Wi-Fi, you're already paying for your phone, so you might as well just use your phone as a marketing tool to help you to grow your social media account. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it has worked. Like me just not worrying about what I didn't have and focusing on what I did have. If you watch my other videos, then you kind of know a little bit about my story. But I don't focus on too much about what I don't have. I use what I have to give me more. And then once I have more, then I use that money to keep investing and keep marketing in my brand and myself. So if you haven't already, I see some of y'all have been downloading the ebooks that I have available. If you haven't already, make sure to go check out the ebooks that I have. So this video is going to be basically walking you through it, talking you through it. I'm trying to give you more of a visual of it, especially if you're maybe a visual learner. But if you're a person that likes to have everything written down, you need to have it, mapped out for you. The ebooks will be best, and honestly both of them work together. You can watch this video and read the book. That'd be great. So you want to go ahead and log on to polishedcrowns.com and grab the How to Grow Your Socials ebook and How to Start Your Wig Business ebook. Okay, all right, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I'm just going to be going off of the ebook, so we're all on track, everybody's on the same page, and it'll give me more of yeah, I'm just gonna go off the ebook, right? Okay, so first of all, I hear this word a lot. Everybody hears this word a lot. Everybody's talking about consistency. Stay consistent, stay consistent. How am I supposed to stay consistent if I don't have any inventory to stay consistent with? How am I supposed to stay consistent? Consistently doing what? I'm already consistent. I'm already posting and I'm not getting anywhere. Like, this is not working for me. Okay, that's how I started to feel, right? So if that's you, this is what you need to do, okay? If that's you, keep watching. First things first, strategy. You need a strategy. You're not shadow banned. You're not, it's not your content. It's not your, probably your content. We'll get into that. Okay, that's my son. I don't know what he's doing. It is not what you think it is. You may think it's your work, especially if you're in the wig business. This video is dedicated for my wig makers, but this video can be for any entrepreneur. You may think, okay, my background is ugly, or my hair needs to be done, my nails need to be done. All that stuff doesn't matter. The only thing that's going to help you get to this money, the only thing that's going to help you get noticed, to get sales, is to show up. Okay, so you need a strategy while you're showing up. You don't want to just be showing up on a platform here, there, left, right. 1 minute you're selling this, the next minute you're selling that. No, we're going to cut that completely out. So I'm hoping that you already have at least a business idea by this point. And if you don't, then that'll be another video. But in this video, I want you to think of a strategy. So the strategy that I use is reels. Okay, I post at least once a day on Instagram, at least once a day on TikTok, mainly reels. This video is basically gonna be focused on reels, because what I did, my strategy was I would post on TikTok, and then if it did well on TikTok, which more than likely it did, if it did well on TikTok, I would then take that TikTok video, repurpose it to Instagram, removing the TikTok watermark. So I'll go ahead and include a link to do either or. Let's say you have a video that does well on Instagram and you want to put it on TikTok. You can do either or. What you want to do is you want to take that watermark off. That's all you have to do, is just take the watermark off. I don't know if you guys heard like something about Instagram and TikTok. They're not allowing different videos from different platforms to do well on their platform. So we can go around that. That's fine. Plus, it eliminates you having to make all of these videos every day. One video for TikTok, one video for Instagram. TikTok and Instagram, I want to say the marketing or the strategy used to market on those apps, very similar, slightly different, very similar. The action is the same, right? So video form. Instagram has taken over video form with reels. TikTok dominated video form with TikToks, quick form videos, right? So what I want you to do, that's first, right? We're gonna use Reels, right? Now, honestly, this can really work for both. In the ebook, I talk about both, but let's focus on Reels, okay? So what I want you to do is you need to record yourself. I know you feel like, oh, it's dirty, or oh, I'm not perfect, or oh, my wigs are not good enough, or oh, no, nobody's thinking about that. Okay, the name of the game is consistency. The more you show up on people's platform, the more you show up on people's For You page, people's feed when they're scrolling, the more people are intrigued by you. The more people that are intrigued, they're interested, they're looking, they're viewing. You have good stuff to offer. People just don't know you exist yet. So get that out your head. I want you to take your tripod, right? So did I skip? Okay, I went to strategy. Yes, okay, we're talking about Reels. Okay, cool. So I want you to take your tripod. The next time you decide to go ahead and make your wig, yourself a wig, the next time you decide to show your hair, show your bundles if you're in the wig industry, the next time you decide to do your client's lashes, the next time you decide to do your client's nails, what I want you to do is I want you to get that tripod. You need 3 things. You need your phone, you need your tripod, and you need a ring light. You want to use your phone's back camera. You want to put the light behind the camera, similar to the setup that I have here. Okay, I just blinded myself looking at that light. You want to put your light behind your camera. You want to set it up nice and tall. Clear your background. Clear your background. This background, plain, simple. All the clutter, remove all the clutter from your background, right? The only thing you want to see is what you're trying to sell. If it's lashes, if it's nails, if it's hair, if it's wigs, if it's bundles, that's it. Clear your background. Let's say you feel like you can't, all you need is one white wall. Let's say you feel like, okay, this white wall is dirty or this is not good enough. Okay, then that's when you jump into going onto Amazon and looking for backdrops, right? So all of the stuff that I'm telling you to do is already linked in my bio. The Amazon storefront is linked in my bio. That's gonna have a list of all the content tools that you need, like the lighting, the tripods, the remotes, and what else? Boxes, packaging, all that stuff. Everything you need is gonna be linked below, right? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to set that camera up, right? And I want you to create. All you gotta do is market yourself. The more you show up, remember, I'm gonna keep saying it because it's true. The more you show up on people's feed, the more people are likely to buy with you. Why are you guys not obsessed about your business? That's the main thing. The people that I see that are growing on social media the most are the people that are showing up. They're showing their face. Okay, some people don't want to show their face. Okay, cool. If that's not your thing for now, that's fine. I think that you can do well without showing your face. Do I think that showing your face can make you do even better? Yes, I do. Do I know that for a fact? Yes, I do. So, but if you're just not comfortable yet, that's fine. Show your hands. Put the camera on. Make a video. Press record. That's all you gotta do is press record. Press record, right? Now, let's say what you're doing is tedious. It takes a long time. Like making wigs takes a long time. Styling wigs, sometimes it takes a long time. So what I will do instead is I will make the video a time lapse. So if you feel like, okay, I'm good at this, but I take 2 hours to do it. Put the video on time lapse. Let's say, because that's one form, that's another form of video content that you're gonna make, right? So I hope this is, it makes sense to me, right? The video, the content, right? You're gonna put it into a post. The post is what's going to make you the money. The post is the marketing. Right now, what I'm giving you is the strategy. Okay, so let's say what you're doing doesn't take that long, or maybe it does, but maybe you don't want to do a time lapse. I find time lapse videos and regular videos, short form videos, just different clips. You want to use about 4 to 8 clips. 4 is the minimum. Use about 4 different clips, 4 different angles doing what you're doing, right? So as long as you're using either form of video and you're keeping your video under 30 seconds, that is amazing. That is great. People are going to catch on and gravitate to that video, okay? Because everybody's attention span is low. Most of us. That's why we scroll. That's why you find yourself, if you ever been down that path where you're just like scrolling. maybe TikTok, maybe Instagram. And because our attention spans are slow, we're, you know, looking for something to excite us really quick. So you want to do that for other people. So let's say time lapse, you don't want to do a time lapse. That's a great way. You can mix them up. So I know some people that videos are just time lapse. I know some people with videos that are just slow. I know some people with videos that are just fast. Once you figure out what's working, I want you to continue to do that. Right now in the beginning, you can mix it up. You can do some time lapses. You can do some regular form videos. And also always try to mix in different variety of posts, right? So yes, reels are great, and that is a great way to get in front of new people, but you want to mix in some regular posts and regular content for your normal customers that have been following you, your normal supporters that have been following you and watching you this whole time that you've been in business, right? So let's say you're making regular video and you put your tripod up, you put your camera on and you're recording. Record yourself doing something. You can even set a timer. You want to maybe get like a minute's worth of content, right? Boom. You want to take the camera, move it to a different spot, or you can just stop it. Stop the camera and then go ahead and do something else. You know, get yourself set up to start doing another clip. That's your second clip. You want to do that for, I would say don't make it over a minute, just because videos that are over a minute, when you try to upload them to make short form videos and cut out the pieces, like, I may sound crazy. If I sound crazy, this is like the back end of it. Like at one point I was obsessed with content, and I not like sound crazy, but like it seems like a lot of details and I get excited, like my eyes light up talking about it, but it's so fun. It is so fun once you realize, oh my God, all I have to do is post me what I was already doing today. I was already doing this anyway. Now I just posted it. Now I just reached it. My video did 10,000. Now I'm getting freaking 5 freaking orders today. Like once you see that, like literally all it took was for you to just put that camera up there and brag on yourself, your life is going to change, your world is going to change. So you want to, that's your second clip. Then you want to move the camera, get a third clip, you know, move the camera again, get another clip, just like that. And you don't even have to move the camera. If you really want to not move the camera, that's fine, but just make sure the video is under a minute. It's hard when you're trying to post a video that's so long. The camera will freeze, the phone freezes. It's annoying. So just try to make it under a minute. Right? So you either, right by this point, you either now have a time lapse or you now have a regular video, right? So we're gonna start with an Instagram reel. What I want you to do is I want you to, like, your cover photo matters, all the stuff matters. What I want you to do is I want you to take this video. I want you to take the first clip of the video. I want you to put it in a reel. I want you to take all the clips that you're gonna use. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go through the video and pick out the best parts of it. The parts that are most clear, the parts that showcase what you want to sell. Showcase what your brand represents. If your wig company does the best hairlines, I want you to get that angle where the hairline, where the camera is right up on that hairline and it is so clear and it is so crisp. That's what I want you to do. So I don't know who's teaching this. I don't know if anybody's teaching this, but I'm about to tell you the key to this right now. That's what I want you to do. Find the best parts of each video. And you can make this anywhere between, each clip anywhere between 1 second to 3 seconds long, right? Now, you got your video. Now, you know what's the next important thing? The cover. The cover, all right? So, real quick, TikTok, the cover has to be confusing. Instagram, the cover has to be appealing. So, remember how Instagram started out? Instagram is the platform for the pretty stuff. That's the pretty stuff, right? You always hear me say that, the pretty stuff. That's the glitz, the glam, that's the nice backgrounds, the Lamborghinis. That's all the pretty stuff. That's, you know, I feel like Facebook is more so for the home, for the families, for the kids. You know, if your background is messy, nobody cares. Nobody's really judging you on Facebook. Whereas Instagram, those videos are not going to perform well because Instagram prioritizes those clear, nice pictures. Remember, it started out as a picture app. So we got to remember that. We got to keep that in mind. We got to use the apps for what they are for, right? That's the thing. Sometimes we're not using the apps for what they are for, right? So your cover photo. Now what I want you to do for Instagram is I want you to pick out the nice, most appealingest picture. Out of all of those clips, I want you to pick out one. Even if, let's say the clips don't show it. but you have a nice picture of that wig, or you have a nice picture of that set. You have a set, if your customer is sitting and it's a nice picture of it, use that. Use something that's so pretty, because remember, this is going to be sitting on your page. When people come to your page and they're scrolling, this is how you're going to grow your account. This is how you're going to grow your bank account. When people are scrolling and they look and they see, okay, this is a pretty picture. What is this? What is going on? Okay, she has multiple pretty pictures. The first picture that they see, you want to grab people's attention ASAP. You want to grab people's attention within the first, I'm not sure, there's a factual number. I want to say 3 seconds. Do not quote me. But you want to grab people's attention right away. So that picture needs to be popping. That picture needs to be lit. That picture needs to be it. Like, that's that picture for Instagram. Now, as TikTok, you want to confuse the audience. TikTok is more a search engine now. So you want to use TikTok for what it's for. It's a search engine. So let's say you are doing your wigs, right? Let's get back to wigs. Let's say you're doing your wigs and you have a part where you're like curling under or curling over or something like that. Use that for TikTok, because that's what's going to scroll and make people say, what's going on here? What is she doing? What is this? Let's see this. What's going on? It's not about the pretty stuff on TikTok. You don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry about on TikTok is constantly showing up. All of these, you got to constantly show up. But TikTok is more so, I want to say, excitement. Like, people are there mainly to learn. So if you show something that makes people go, what's going on here? I want to see. I want to learn what's going on here. Then, yeah, they're going to click it. That's what you want to do. Okay, make sure that they can click it. Make sure that they want to click it. So after you have your video set, right? Now you got your video. You got your video set. And I'm pretty sure I'm going in order of the ebook, just because this is how I map out my content. So I'm just gonna look really quick. Okay, yep, I got create. Okay, yep, so, okay. So another thing that I like to do, so you got your video, right? That's done. Another thing I like to do with my content, and this is how I grew my social media accounts, y'all. This is all proven. This is all facts. If you know, you know. If you don't, get on and see what's going on, okay? So now, the next thing to do on Instagram is to create a good caption, right? I didn't even get to the sound yet. We're gonna get to the sound later. Sounds matter, yes. But if you're trying to grow, let's say you have 100 followers, 200, maybe say you have 5,000. If you're trying to grow, you want to kind of cater to who you have already, because those people are going to share you. Those people are going to say, oh my God, this girl's content changed. This guy's content changed. Like, oh my God, this is good work. I got to share this. They've been following for a while, so they're going to be the ones to push you more, right? Okay, so what I like to use in my caption, 2 things I like to use in my captions, right? So 1, I like to use storytelling. So I'm just laughing because I just knew that I was holding on to this for whatever reason, and there's no reason to hold on to it. Like, the more that I help y'all, the more, like, it just, like, okay, so storytelling, okay? Tell the story to that video. Storytelling has changed my life. When I tell you, I started documenting, I started telling the story about each wig that I made. Like, if a client changed her mind and she wanted orange instead of red, I talked about that. So I can give you an example. Let me just give you an example. So storytelling, right? When you create your reels, okay, talking about clear backgrounds, caption, okay. All right, I'm just gonna read it off the screen. Y'all know I like to do this. Okay, it says, next is your caption. Listen, I don't care what nobody tells you about the caption. The caption is like the accessories that complete the look. Without a good caption, your content is basic. And we're not aiming for basic. We're aiming for engagement. Okay, so strategy writing the perfect caption is storytelling. Add a question and then give the reader something to do. Okay, example. I'm gonna use the same example. My client wanted an orange wig and I made it red. I'm gonna take that video before I post it. This caption has to be perfect. So I'm gonna go in that caption. I'm gonna say, look at what my client decided to get. I started this wig making it orange, but she contacted me and told me that she wanted it red. So I went ahead and changed it. The outcome is amazing. What do you think? If you like this look, if you like to shop, or any of those, visit .com. Okay, so we have the story, We have a question that gets the audience to engage, right? You need, your followers they're gonna grow with you. You grow with them, they grow with you. You can talk to them and they more than likely will talk back. That helps to grow your social media account. It helps to get more, to get comfortable and get more sales, right? So, King. I told the story. See how I told the story? Then after the story, I asked my customers, I asked my audience, I'm not gonna call them customers because everybody's not your customer on your platform. You know, at least not yet. You would like them to be. If you have 5,000 followers and every last one of them purchase from you every time you drop the sale, oh my God, everybody be rich. So, your audience, you want to ask them a question. Then you want to tell them where to go. It's called a call to action. So the terms that I'm going to use, I'm pretty sure y'all heard them before, but eventually I'm probably just going to start using the terms the way that I know them as, just because it's simpler for me. So you want to use the CTA. So your CTA, call to action, that's, you want to tell people where to go. Okay, everybody doesn't know. You can't expect people to know. Everybody doesn't know to click the link in your bio. Everybody doesn't know you gotta click one link to get to the next link. Everybody doesn't know that. As much as we may think that everybody knows this stuff and how simple it is for us because we're on the back end, nobody knows. Okay, you gotta tell them. You have to tell them. You have to tell people. Tell them where to go. After you tell them where to go, now you want to add some hashtags. And not just any hashtags, don't just be throwing hashtags in there. For you page, explore, reels, Instagram. That's silly. That's silly, guys. I gotta insert that clip. That's silly, guys. Why would I do that? I want you to group your hashtags, right? So how are you gonna group your hashtags? This is a really good ebook, and this I can't even believe that I'd be selling this ebook for $20. I thought about it today. I'm like, you know what? I cannot believe I never raised the price of that ebook. It's really on sale. Not even on sale. I really sell it for a dub, only because I feel like it's information, and I just be feeling like you have to still do the work. So, you know, but you know, whatever. Okay. You want to use hashtags pertaining to your niche. You want to use hashtags pertaining to your location. You want to use hashtags that pertain to your product that you're selling. And you want to use hashtags that pertain to your industry. So no random, stop with the random hashtags. Another tip, you have to switch the hashtags up. So let's say you post a video today, it does 3,000 views, 10,000 views, amazing. That is good, okay? Anything over 1,000 to me is good. So let's say you post your content, you get 1,000 views. Don't take those same hashtags and use them in another video. Your next video is talking about something else. Your next video is not even talking about the same thing. Switch them up. The least you can do, what I do is, let's say a group of hashtags work. The least I'll do is take them and move them around. So Instagram knows that. Instagram, that's like robot vibes. Like, you can't do that. Like, I used to do it, and I can't. I'm laughing at myself because even I used to do it. I literally was taking the same group of hashtags and putting it on every single video, and I realized, I don't know what, it took me like a year to figure it out. Once I figured it out, I was like, okay, that's why I'm not changing up my hashtags. Different videos talk about different things. They're aiming towards different things, so you need to reach different people, right? So when I say, for example, when I say your niche, so we'll use wigs. I'll use wigs and nails. When you're using wigs, if you have glueless frontal wigs, that's the hashtags. Glueless frontal wigs. Then you want to pay attention to, when you are selecting a hashtag, some of those hashtags already have billions of people on them. No, you're not going to use that, right? That's about your niche, but you want to use the one maybe without the S. So glueless frontal wig. That one may only have 30,000 people using that hashtag. That is good. That's what you want to do. Niche down. This way, when people go to look for you, some people don't remember to write that S when they're looking for a glueless frontal. Think as a customer. A lot of times I'm in a rush. I don't have time to be writing the S. Sometimes I don't even spell stuff right when I'm searching for stuff. So go ahead and try and use the hashtags that have less people using them, right? Then location. Use your location where you are, especially if you have a brick and mortar. Use your location, use surrounding locations, use popular cities. Miami glueless frontal. What's another one? Florida glueless frontal. Break it down, like Gwinnett glueless frontal wigs. Charlotte glueless frontal wigs. Dunwoody, Chamblee glueless frontal wigs. break them down, right? And then I'll use nails. So let's say you do gel X, so it would be gel X nail, maybe not the S, gel X nails, maybe with the S. Mix them up, you know. Don't try and, I know you want to be up there with everybody that's doing really, really well, but let's start where we at. You're gonna get there. You're gonna be there. By the time you start doing this and you're doing it right, you can use the S, because guess what? Your stuff is gonna come up at the top because you're posting a lot, you're consistent, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You don't want to use no more than 25 hashtags at a time. So I know using a lot makes you feel like you're gonna reach more people. No, because now you're just throwing in a bunch of nonsense that you don't need. We don't need to do that. And no less than 15. So I've seen videos do well with maybe 3 or 4 hashtags. I've seen videos do well with no hashtags. We're not there yet though. We're gonna stay in our lane, okay? We're gonna stay in our lane. We're not there yet. I've seen people do that. I wish I could do that. I try one day. So I'm just telling y'all what works, all right? It sounds cool, it looks cool, but let's just do what works for now. Let's get some expertise. Let's get some momentum around our brands first, and then we can start doing the cool stuff. This is cool, but you know what I mean. We can start doing the stuff like, I don't need hashtags. Like, I don't need hashtags. Okay, let's start where we at. So all right, cool. So basically, that's really it. That's really it. So after you have your story, let's say you're not gonna use a story, right? So I'm dropping another ebook coming out probably next week. It's gonna break down. It's actually gonna be written for you. The hashtag's gonna be written for you. The caption is gonna be written for you. Everything's gonna be written for you. So the way that I'm telling you right now, right? Caption, question, call to action, hashtag. Those are the 4 groups that you want to put your captions in. Now let's say you're using TikTok. TikTok, you don't really need a caption. What you want to do is what you would put in your caption, you're going to put on the front of your video. So you know how people say bright words across the screen? That's what you're going to do. Instead of making a caption, you're going to just put the words on the screen for TikTok. So I'm giving y'all mainly most of the stuff that's in the ebook. Obviously the ebook is more detailed, but I'm giving y'all mainly most of the stuff that's in the ebook. And then the last page of the ebook gives you 35 days of content ideas. So this is something else that you can switch around, right? This is in the How to Grow Your Socials ebook, right? So I hope I didn't confuse you. But the new ebook that's coming out is going to be done for you, content marketing. This one is showing you how to do it. And it gives you everything you need. It breaks down the groups of the hashtags. It breaks down how to write the caption, stuff like that. So the last thing that I want to say is, let's say, that's what I was saying. So the new ebook is actually going to tell you what action verbs to start your caption with. So maybe you don't want to tell a story. Might as well get comfortable. So let's say that you don't want to tell a story today, right? Let's say that you want to just get right in, like, you know, you're tired of storytelling. Maybe you don't have a story. Maybe you just tired. Sometimes I get tired, right? I like to mix it up anyway. You want to mix it up, right? But if storytelling is your thing, stick to it. I know that there's plenty of people, I don't want to say, I know there's plenty of people, okay, for example, Queen Libra. Her marketing strategy is storytelling. It's working. If something works, that's another thing, y'all. When something works, y'all ready to just switch it up and jump on the next lane that you see somebody else doing. I know, because I do it. I do it too. I've done it. I'm a victim. I am a victim. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want to try that content idea. And I try it. It may flop. It may do well. But that's not what my content is about. My content, this is what works for me. Storytelling is really, honestly, really big. I forgot where I got it from. I want to say I got it from somewhere. And I was sleeping on it for a while. And I tried it, and then I started to realize, when I started to look at other people's content, I started to realize that a lot of people storytell. And a lot of people use questions. So you have some people, before I got into wigs, before I got into wigs, I was into Instagram modeling. I was into, what I don't even know what to call it. But I was basically like an IG model because I used to work in nightlife. So my Instagram is what brought me. I've always known how to use the platforms to make me money, right? My Instagram is what used to bring me customers. So it's so funny because now when I look at other girls that do that kind of work, I want to say her name, I can't think of it, but I can think of somebody like in particular. When you look at every one of her pictures that she posts, it's always a question. It's always a question. I'm like, oh my God, this form of content has been around for so long. I've been sleeping on this. Like, I cracked the code. Like, this is gold right here. Like, I'm gonna win with this one. Let's say you don't want to story tell, right? I got you. Now what you're gonna do instead of storytelling, you're gonna use action verbs. So I'll give you an example using the same real idea for the wigs. Tell me why so instead of, wait, I'm sorry. I'm still going into storytelling, right? Okay. Tell me how bomb this looks. Tell me, would you rock this? Tell me if you like orange or blue. Tell me if you like 5x5 closures or 6x6 closures. Tell me the name of this texture. One sentence. You're not telling a story. You're giving an action. You're giving an action verb in the beginning of your caption. Left to right. I don't know if I'm married or not. You're giving an action verb at the beginning of your caption. And you're creating a question. You're giving your audience something to do. Right? Because, yes, you want to make sales. Right? So I know if you're thinking that, like, how does this equal to sales? Because guess what? The people that are buying from you, more than likely, they're not really interested in the product. They're more than likely interested in you. So the more that you connect, right? So the ebook basically talks about engagement. Okay, so I don't even think I brought that up in this video yet. But the ebook basically talks about engagement. If nobody wants to engage with you, nobody probably wants to buy from you. And I don't even want to say it like that. Let me take that back. The more people you get to engage with you, we'll say it that way because I'm a positive queen. I'm a positive boss. Like, I promote that. That's my thing. Okay. The more you get people to engage with you, the more you can get them to trust you. The more people trust you, the more you can deliver what you say that you have, the more people will return, the more people will like you. She's honest. She gets on this app, she educates us. Whatever your niche is, if you're not a funny person, don't try to be. Don't do what you're not. Like, and I swear I have that in there. Like, be yourself. Don't try to be Keisha. Like, Keisha has been making jokes since she was in 10th grade. Keisha's funny. If Keisha's funny, let Keisha be funny. Ain't nothing wrong with Keisha being funny and you being plain Jane. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to express that. And you could be saying that when you're storytelling. Like, I'm more of a, give an action verb or whatever. I'm more of a plain Jane type of girl. My customer asked me for this updo blonde, blah, 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 blah. I was able to do that for her. Problem solved. In these captions, in these videos, basically, your marketing, the marketing is the key to the money, right? So I heard Jada Waiter say that, and it's true. Like, I couldn't understand that a while ago. The more you get on these apps, the more you market yourself and put yourself out there, the more people will know who you are and they'll buy from you. So get on there and talk about who you are. You don't have to be Keisha. You don't have to be wigs by Kiki. You don't have to be wigs by Sabrina. You don't have to be those girls. You can be you. You're good enough. I promise you, you're good enough. I used to be that person. I used to think, oh, my wigs are not good. Oh, I need a different background. I changed my background a lot. I'm about to change it again. So my background isn't good enough. Oh, my lighting isn't good enough. Now, those things may have been true. I may have needed to upgrade those type of things, but I didn't need those things to start. The only thing I had to do was show up as my true, genuine self. That's the only thing you have to do. So I just gave you exactly how to set your content up, set your captions up, set your TikTok videos up, to set up. I just gave it to you. So there's no reason why. I want you to come back to this video. I've been seeing a lot of comments. Thank y'all. Like, I gotta do some type of giveaway. When I get to 1,000 followers, excuse me, I'm used to using Instagram. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway on here. All right? Because the love is crazy. I made 2 videos and y'all have been leaving comments. Y'all have been liking, subscribing. I love it. Like, I love it. The support unmatched, right? So the same platform that I have with my Instagram, I plan to grow it here. And y'all will get to know me more. But I've been there. I've been that person that was unsure, scared, nervous, just always questioning myself, always doubting myself. And it wasn't until I figured out that it's not even me. Like, I'm actually good. Like, Like, what do you mean actually? Like, I'm good. I'm good at what I do. I'm just not using these platforms right. From using the same hashtags in every video, from not switching up my video, from not knowing to use my back camera. Like, it's the smallest details that you can implement in your brand right now that will start making you money today, right now. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need, I have a GX, G7X camera. I have this. I want a Sony. That's fine. I'll use the GX until I make enough money to get me a Sony. Stop beating yourself up about the stuff that you don't have. It sounds hard, I know. But what I want you to do, I want you to go grab this ebook. I want you to take that content calendar. I want you to go grab the structuring, how to structure, no, not structure, how to stay consistent template. It's just a template, right? It's free. You download that. It's going to give you 5 ways to stay consistent. I want you to take that. I want you to take that with what I just gave you, with that How to Grow Your Socials ebook. Use those content ideas. If you can't figure out content, I don't know what to post. I don't know. Stay consistent. How am I supposed to do that? Remember, I was talking about that at the beginning of the video. What am I supposed to post? It's not even hard. It's already written for you. I already wrote it down. I did it. I wrote it down. So I'll give you a couple of content ideas, right? Real quick. So how you get ready for the week? Put that camera on. Right, remember we're going to use our back camera. If you must, you can use the front. I use the front and my videos still do well. I use the front. The back is really good. It's really crisp. But let's say you're one of the people like you need to see yourself, or maybe you don't have another mirror or something. Go ahead and use the front camera. Record yourself doing how you get ready for the week. People just want to see you doing stuff. If you get on the app and say, I have this for sale, I have this for sale, I have this for sale, people are going to be like, okay, you and so does everybody else. What makes you different? What makes you want to buy from you? You can show people your day-to-day life. You can show people how hard you work, how you put your work in, how you do behind the scenes, why your product is good for them, why they need your product. All of these things you can show your customers, that show your audience, that can then turn them into customers, that can then help your bank account grow. Let's get to the bank account. The more people you help, the more problems you solve, the more money you make. Let's be for real. Okay, so that's one. How to care for your product. How do you care for your product? If you sell nails, if you do nails, what is a way a customer can keep her nails lasting? Or let's say you want your customers to come back every 2 weeks. You can say that. That's a way to make them come back. There is none. Come back. Like, and that's fun. Like, try to be fun. Try to be creative. I know it's hard. You know, you got this person doing this person doing this. You're looking at all this stuff. You're looking at what's working for other people. If you can just focus on yourself for a full 30 days. And that's what the ebook talks about. Just focusing on yourself. Just give me, right? Give yourself 30 days. And then after those 30 days, give me your results. Tell me your results. Share your results with your audience. Share your results with your mother, your sister, your auntie. Brag on yourself, y'all. That's the only thing you're missing. I promise you, you're this close. You're this close to having that dream that car. You're this close to having that dream business. You're this close to having that dream house. You literally just need to do the small details. Stop focusing on the negative parts of it. And you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Everybody, I cap. Like, I can do about 35, probably about 30 to 35 wigs a month. I wish, you know, I'm a mom. I have my kid. I haven't hired help. So I'm okay if I make $15,000 a month. That's okay with me. You got people that make $30,000 a month. You got people that make $20,000 a month. For a single mom, $15,000 a month is fine with me. $10,000 a month is fine. Shoot, $8,000 a month is fine for me. Anything after 8 is kind of like okay, because you know I still like to have a nice life. I still like my car. I still like my apartment. I still like to go out to eat and stuff. So if let's not think about it as being on this level. Like everybody wants to be at this certain level, but it's the stuff that we don't want to do, the cringy stuff, maybe the stuff that we're scared to do, maybe the stuff that we don't know how to do yet. We think we do, and it's just not working. It's that stuff that helps you climb that ladder to get there. Okay, so if you do this strategy and it's working for you, please let me know. Please leave a review here, leave it on my Instagram, leave it on my TikTok. Let other people know, because guess what? Again, like I said, the more people you help, the more money you make. And I need to know what's working. I know it works. It works for me. You can read the reviews. I had a lot of girls reach out to me and tell me how much it's worked. But I think the problem with everybody is, everybody see everybody else doing well, I've done it. I said it. Like, everybody sees everybody else doing well, and then they try to change their strategy. No, stick to what's working. If like those ways to make content I just gave you, if coloring hair, and let's say you make a video and it does crazy, you color the wig and it does crazy, keep doing it. Don't leave and start doing cutting because you think you just don't do that. Like, stick to it. That's what I'm saying. People are known for the one thing or the two or the three things that they do well. Most of the time people do one thing well, and then you'll see it 1,000 times. You know how many times you're scrolling on your page and you're like, damn, this girl gonna post this again? Like, how many times you gonna talk about that? You did that a year ago. My God. Because it works. It's working. What back in the days used to say is saying it was if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay? So I just want to leave y'all with that. You can do this, y'all. You can grow your Instagram account. You can grow your business to 6 figures. I don't care what it is that you do. Lashes, nails, hair, anything beauty, anything you can do. If you use this tactic, I promise you, share this with your auntie, your mommy, your sister. If you use this tactic, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to grow. You're going to grow your Instagram. You're going to grow your TikTok. Like I said, the details of it is in that ebook, How to Grow Your Socials. The How to Start a Wig Business is also available on the website. Practice sheets are there for my wig makers. You feel like, okay, I don't want to buy no hair, I don't want to waste no hair. The sewing sheets are there. Everything that you need, the Amazon storefront with all the supplies, tools for wig making content, it's all there for you. I've done it all. Make sure to check out those links in my bio. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Share it again. Like I said, share it with your auntie. Okay? Somebody needs to see this. They need to see this. All right? So I love y'all. Thank you for coming back and supporting me. I love y'all. Stay polished, queens.